Hello everyone, I'm Didi Desorta and I'm a registered dietitian. In this video, I will run through how to use the Webex platform, which is the video program that is used to deliver the Discover Diabetes sessions. So before we run through how the platform looks and how to use it, what do you need before starting the session? Firstly, you need an internet connection. Next, you also need a device that can connect to the internet. This can be a smartphone, laptop, or computer, for example. Make sure that the device is well charged before your meeting. Next, your device will need to have a microphone and camera. The microphone is already usually built into your device, but some people prefer to use a separate set of headphones with a microphone, also known as a headset. The camera is also often built into your device, but you can use a webcam as your camera. And lastly, you will need the invitation to the session, which will be sent to you via your email. So before I show you how to set up Webex, I want to first of all show you how to set up your room. Because you're going to be sitting for these sessions for quite some time. We will have breaks to stretch, but you will be sitting in a chair for a little while. So make sure you have a comfortable chair with back support. Keep your laptop at eye height, if possible, to avoid strain on the neck. Make sure the room is a comfortable temperature and make sure there's a bit of room in the space you're in as well for a stretching break. So how do you enter a session? And I'm sharing my screen here to show you today. You will get an email from the dietitian hosting your group with a Webex link. And the link in the email will look similar to this. There will be a big green button that says join the meeting. Now today I will show you how to use Webex from using a test online meeting, which you can use yourself as well. We will send you a link to that. But this test meeting will give you an opportunity to play around with Webex, give it a go before your actual session. So normally after you have opened your Webex, you will see a screen where you can enter your details. So this will be the screen here for me. I will enter my name, which is Didi, and pop in my email address, which you can see here. I will then click the button to join. Next, you'll see a screen where you can get the option to download Webex. After you've downloaded Webex, which we do recommend that you do because it helps to improve the Webex experience, you can then normally click this button here to open the Webex meeting. Next, you will get a screen that looks like this, and this is the screen you will see right before you join your meeting. In this screen, you can then decide whether you want to have your camera off before you join the meeting and whether you want to have your microphone on and off. So camera in this section would be video. So video is camera. And mute or unmute, this is where you can control your microphone, so whether people can hear you or not. So here you can see that I am currently on mute and that my camera is off. Okay, if I want to unmute myself, so if I want to be able to have people hear me when I join the meeting, I can click this button. If I don't want people to hear me, I can click that button again and it will turn itself off. Unfortunately, when I'm recording this video like this, I can't actually turn my camera on because you can already see me in the corner. So I'm not going to be able to do that today. But if you want to turn your camera off and on, you can click here. And we do recommend when you then join the meeting that your camera is on, but your microphone is off. So then once I've set myself up, I am going to join the meeting. So this is what your screen will look like when you're joining the session. You will have all the other participants here, including the dietitians, at the right of your screen. You will have your buttons again here to leave your microphone on or off, and your camera on or off. So as you can see here now, I have clicked this button already to unmute myself, so people could now hear me in the meeting. Black here means on, and red, when I mute myself again, it means off. Next, the dietitians may ask you to use the chat box of Webex. You can find the chat function here in the bottom right corner. You can click the button, and if you want to then comment or leave a little message, you can click here and type your message. At the end of the session, you can then leave the session by clicking this button here, which is leave meeting. If you ever accidentally click the button or your connection goes and you accidentally leave the meeting, you can always go back to your original email, click the big green button, and then go back into the meeting from there. Now here's a checklist to help you make the most of your online experience. Before you start, make sure that your device is well charged or even plugged in. Also, try not to have too many apps or other programs running on your device, as this may slow down your connection. Some people like to use earphones or a headset during their meeting. We would recommend that you then plug them in before you join the meeting to make sure that they're set up properly. If the connection is poor, we would recommend that you turn off your camera and move closer to the source of internet in your home. And if your connection drops, you can always rejoin again by clicking the link in your email. Now, as I mentioned, there is a test session available in Webex, and we will send you a link to that where you can then play around with Webex, get to know it, become a bit more familiar with it before you then join your next session. Some people also find it helpful to log into their session about 20 minutes before actually starting off the session. This will help you to make sure you have all your things set up properly, and you can ask any questions or ask the dietitians to help you with any settings if you run into issues. And if you are having any issues or trouble connecting, you can contact the dietitian by phoning the number in the letter or the email when you signed up to the course. We hope you found this video helpful, and thanks very much for watching.